Hey everybody, welcome back to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim and this is day 23 of the Santa Cloth Challenge. Now, you would think after 23 days I would remind myself to start the video when I start the cloth. Of course not. So, today is the even moss stitch. So let me tell you how far I've gotten in purple. So you chain any odd number, okay? Turn your work and do a row of singles. Of course, I did them in the back bump. And then you chain one and turn your work. And the even moss stitch is literally a slip stitch, then a half double. A slip stitch, then a half double. And that's the whole thing. So you start every row with a slip stitch and you end every row with a half double. And you just keep going. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. So here I am sitting here. I'm watching bad Christmas movies because apparently that's my hobby this year. I try to find the worst Christmas movies I can and watch them. I don't know why. They're terrible. Anyway, so I was just watching Lassie's Christmas. Lassie just got hit by a car. Of course, Lassie's going to be fine. I just couldn't get that far. So I turned the channel. Well, I'm watching it on YouTube. So I turned it to a Charles Dickens Christmas and it just started. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. You got to record a video. So I paused the movie, which is in black and white. It all started with I was looking for an old-fashioned Christmas movie. And then I got into obscure Christmas movies. And then I just got into really bad Christmas movies. That's all right. I'm enjoying them. Okay, so beautiful stitch. Look at that. I really love this stitch. It is sturdy. Like, make a nice sweater to tell you the truth. Okay, so you start every row with a slip stitch. And you alternate between slip stitch and half double. And that's the whole pattern. And it comes out really nice. I like the pattern. I like everything about it. So I'm glad this was one of the last ones I'm doing because then we'll know I'll remember it, right? So that's what we're doing for day 23. Now, day 24, I don't know what it is, and nobody in chat this morning could remember. What I had them do was, if they suggested one of the stitches, I had them tell me which one, and nobody could remember a stitch they suggested that hadn't been picked already. So I have no idea what's coming up tomorrow. That's all right. It's the joy of the challenge. So every day for the challenge itself was to make a kitchen towel, one a day for the 25 days of the Advent tree that I made back there. Okay. What I've actually been doing is a kitchen towel, a hot plate or washcloth, however you want to use it, and a scrubby. And then I also started doing an adigurumi, which is a little stuffed animal done on the addy. So each day has 4 pieces. Each day has the towel, which is actually the challenge. Pull the yarn out. The towel, which is actually the challenge, and then the hot plate and the scrubby, and now the little adigurumi that I make up. I am considering doing a video on how I make the adigurumis because they're just cute enough that and easy enough that I could do a cute little tutorial for it. So stay tuned for that. Also, remember I have 22 other videos in the Santa Cloth Challenge playlist. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. I'm just going to go ahead and keep running this pattern. Every row starts with a slip stitch and ends with a half double. Chain one, turn your work. So I'm going to keep working on it and then I will get back to you when I'm ready to start the decrease. Okay, so I got it about this big. Boy, I love this stitch. I really do. I really love this stitch. All right, so now it's time to do the top with the decrease. My question is, should I introduce in a different color? How about I bring in a little color in there? I think that's a good idea. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and snip off this color and introduce the new color, which means I have to go back to when I did the yarn over. So here, as I yarn over, I bring in the new yarn. Boy, the sun is shining out and it is only 10 degrees. So it looks like it's beautiful out, but boy, it is cold. So the part of me that sees the sunshine is like, we should go out and do something. And the rest of me is like, mm-mm. All right, so introduce the new color, pull that nice and tight, chain one and turn. Now, when I do the top of the towels, I do all half doubles. Come on, tighten up. I do all half, there we go. Okay, I do all half doubles and then I decrease as I go along. So nothing really fun to see here. I'm just going to go half doubles all the way across. And then I keep going until the towel is narrow enough, maybe 4 or 5 stitches. And then I go ahead and make the handle. I don't know that I have any purple buttons left, so that's also another good reason why I'm introducing a different color. If I don't have any purple buttons left, bringing in a different color may help give me a variety on the buttons. So there's an option. Tuck this tail in nicely as I go along. Okay. Usually takes, I don't know, 7 or 8 rows at least, maybe more, to get to where it's the width of the handle. So I'm really enjoying this stitch. It works fast, but the progress is slow because the rows are so short. Does that make sense? Like you get through a whole row quickly, but you're only doing this much of the towel, whereas other stitches, you know, like that double and stuff like that. So it is a beautiful stitch and it works up quickly, but the progress of the height of your project is slow. I hope that makes sense. In my brain, it makes sense. So I hope it makes sense to you. It is a great stitch, boy, and it is perfect for a placemat, a floor mat. Oh, that would make a really nice bathroom mat. Nice mat for my camper, wouldn't it? I think it would. Gonna have to think about that. So I could take all of the scraps that I have of all the cotton yarn and just keep making a rug for my camper, because I always put a rug down on the floor. I don't want to walk on the floor itself. A couple of reasons. One, it gets chilly in the morning. 2, it saves it for resale. So if you don't do the wear and tear on the floor, you can have a better resale. Okay, so you see, this is going to be pretty. It's going to be really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the decrease now. And I'm really just doing half double decreases. Half double decreases. It sounds like a jump rope. Double Dutch. Half double Dutch. I know, I'm showing my age. Yes, I used to jump rope. That was one of my favorite pastimes, coloring and jump rope. Riding my bike. Now it's crochet and crochet and more crochet. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. I like how the whole towel is the dark color and then I bring in the light color. I like that. Now the question is, do I go around the outside for the single crochet row that I do with the multiple color? I think so. I think that would bring it nicely down into the base of it. I do believe that's pretty. Okay. So in the time that it took for me to do the rest of this towel, I also took a break and made some caramel popcorn. And some of those, those turtle candies. I made some of those. Let's see how that's looking. Very nice. Okay. So I'm just going to go back and forth now and decrease each row. And then I will pop back in when it's time for the handle. Okay, so I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. I want to be down to 4, so I do one last decrease. And there we go. Now I'm down to 4. So I'm going to make the handle long enough to go right to the first row of the color. So I've got about 3 or 4 rows. Plus I got to do the buttonhole. And the buttonhole will depend on the size of the button that I can find. So we'll have to take a look-see. I mean, I could always do a black button, but I prefer to keep the buttons the color of the towel. That's all right, though. You make do, right? This is a stash busting project. So before I get to where I have to make a buttonhole, I'm going to find the button. So let's put this. Boy, this does get tight. Tight, tight, tight. Okay, let's go under here. Come on. I keep getting text messages from Joanne's. Don't forget, we've got this on sale and that on sale. Yeah, well, I won't get it till Valentine's Day. Kidding, I'm exaggerating, but still. All right. I'm going to set this down. I'm going to grab my buttons and see what I can find in here. Now, I have a purple one that I made, but I don't know if that can get wet. I have a really big brown one. Sorry, I know this is loud. I do apologize. I have another one of these. I also have a heart-shaped one. Not in love with that idea. Here's a purple one. I think I'm going to go with this smaller purple one. That's the same size. Let's see if I see. Yep, that's it. What color is that one? No. Okay, so that's the biggest purple one I have in here. So we're going to go with that one. So I'm glad I looked before I made the buttonhole because I have to make the buttonhole small. I'm only going to chain 1 for it. So let's finish the handle. Tell you what, that caramel corn came out really good. Caramel popcorn. Really good. Okay, how are we looking as far? I don't want to overdo it and go a row too far. So I have to make sure I line this up just right. Let's see, where am I? I'll do one more row and then the buttonhole row. Yeah. It does get tight down here. Okay. Chain one. Let's see, where are we at? Now, when you make your buttonhole, you need to make sure that it's really tight for the first time. Ooh, Amazon. I wonder if I just got a delivery. I'm going to have to check the front porch. Of course, the Amazon truck is struggling. But you know what? They come down here every day. You'd think they'd know. Okay, so here we go. Now, chain one and turn. The size of this button is really not that big. I want it to go right in the middle. So, ooh! So, oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to have to dig that. How many things do you think I can drop in 2 minutes? Good thing I have a bunch of the same purple button, so I will pick that one up in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this after I pick up my hook. Dropping things all over the place. I'll pick that up in a minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, and this is why, exactly why I keep a bunch of the same size hooks at the ready. Okay, so we're going to do one here. I'm just going to make this a regular row because the button is going to fit through just like it is a regular stitch. So there's the buttonhole, and now what I have to do is a row of single crochet all the way around the whole towel. If I start the single crochet and I don't like the way it looks, I will do a half double, but I think for the most part, well, let's see how the half, let's do the half double. Make it look nice and, okay, that hook is too small. That one's better. Okay. I'm going to do half doubles all the way around. Gives it a little bit more leeway on the handle, makes it look a little bit sturdier. I'm trying to think while we're doing this of what I may have ordered. Not sure I have any outstanding orders. Of course, I always have outstanding orders. Amazon just makes it too easy, you know? Way too easy. Okay, half doubles all the way around. And I do like that I'm using the different color, the accent color, if you will, to bring some color into the dark purple bottom of this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this all the way around, and I will be back to reveal the whole set, okay? So I'm working on the scrubby. I did the dark purple with the scrubby yarn, which is also dark purple. And then I decided to put a row of the accent color around the outside. I really like it. And for the hot pad, the heating pad placement, whatever you want to call it, I did the opposite. I did the contrasting colors, or the complementary colors, whatever you want to call it, accent colors, most of the cloth, and then I did the dark purple around the outside. Kind of pretty. So we're going to finish this. I'll have you hang out here with me while I finish this. And then we're going to look at the whole set together. And of course, I'm going to put purple soap with it. Good thing I bought a lot of lavender. A lot of lavender soap. Okay. I'm really excited to show off all 25 sets that I have done for the Santa Cloth Challenge. I'm going to do that on Christmas morning. So if you have a slow Christmas morning and you have an hour to sit and hang out, come on over to Fortunate Creations, my normal time, 8:30 Eastern. We're going to hang out, have some coffee. We're going to look at all of the towels that I did in the challenge. We're going to look at all of the somebodies that I did in the challenge. And we're just going to enjoy a little bit of time together for the holiday. A lot of people have very slow Christmas mornings. I know I do because my daughter's grown, right? She's got a family of her own now. And then she's going to go over to her dad's for the morning. So I don't have to be to my daughter's until Christmas afternoon, which is really nice. So I can start my day nice and slow. I think once the baby gets older, I'm going to ask her if I can be there closer to morning, or at least I hope she'll have a video. Yeah, wouldn't be right for me to ask her if I could be there on second thought. So hopefully I'll have her do a video, and then I can see the baby's face on Christmas morning. Once he starts right now he's 10 months old. He's not going to know what's going on. So I don't mind getting there a little later. Have my show, relax, have some lunch. I'm going to go to Miss C's cabin at noon for a little bit and then head over there after the baby's nap. It'll be perfect. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty, right? With this color on the outside. Something about these colors together, it's really a nice touch. I can't believe I've only got 2 left. And to be totally honest, I've already done Christmas Day. We drew that the other day so that I could have it done so I wasn't making all of this on Christmas Day. So I could reveal the entire set of 25 days of Christmas on Christmas Day. So here we go. So when I add my live to the playlist for the Santa Cloth Challenge, that'll be the 25th video to that playlist. And that will be my 25 days of Christmas. Okay. Sorry, I keep sticking my tongue out. I actually bit it. So it's a little sore. And a little swollen. You know how you bite it and then it bubbles up and then you keep biting it? It's good times. Fun stuff. That there's a good time, right? Okay. Coming around the outside, I'm snooping on my neighbors. So that's one thing about living on a small dirt road. Everybody knows when you're coming and going, what you're doing, if your driveway's plowed, or if you've even been outside. I have not. But when I'm done with this, I'm going to check the front porch and see if I have any deliveries. Because I did see the UPS guy. Speaking of the UPS guy, my Amazon driver did something really nice the other day. He called me from the top of the road because I live on a private dirt road and his truck wouldn't get down there. So he called me and he waited for me to come and meet him and get the boxes because he couldn't make it down the street. I thought it was very nice of him to wait for me. You know, he could have just said, I'm going to leave your boxes here, but he didn't. Okay. Getting ready for the big reveal. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this set. It's really pretty. Let me just hide this tail. We want everything complete, right? Loop it in and around through here. Ooh, my hands are finished with these projects. I'm going to have to take some Tylenol. Rest my hands a bit. Okay, is Fritz in here? Yes, he is. I'm going to loop through here and back around, and we're done with that. Okay. Little snip. Okay. The big reveal for the even moss stitch. I love it. Love this stitch. Here it is with the button on the front. Here is the hot pad that goes with it, and here is the scrubby. That's the whole set. And come on, where is it? I know I have it. I just gotta look a little further. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice, this is a purple. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. There we go. Boom. Full kitchen set for the even moss stitch, day 23. All right, so go on over to my playlist, check out all the other videos, and tomorrow is the final draw, but not the final day. Tomorrow will be day 24. I've only got one left, so you can see behind me. If you join me tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. at Live Coffee with Kim, we're going to draw the 24th and finish up this playlist. So I guess that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. And remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you next time.